Oh, hey, we're just going to have a quick story time if that's okay. Once upon a time, there was a princess who set out to battle the most fierce dragon in all the land. She had been training for this day her whole life, and she would be the greatest hero the world had ever known. She'd be definitely cooler than her older brother, the prince. Bleh. But sadly, she left her sword at home. So instead of making the perilous trek back through the forbidden forest and over the impassable mountain and through the swamp of stinky bog bubbles, again, the brave princess picked up a flower, pointed it at the dragon, and said, I challenge, excuse me, I challenge thee, Mr. Dragon. The dragon leaned over and said, you dare approach me? Opened its mouth, took a deep breath in, and the end. It was a quiet night. The cows were sleeping in the field. Moo, moo. And the only sound, except for that, was from the frogs that seemed to be singing the farmer's lullaby. But all of a sudden, a bright light filled the night sky. The farmer quickly hopped out of bed, opened his window just in time to watch the doors of an alien ship open and a beam of light encircle his prize cow, Beatrice. No, not Beatrice, the farmer shouted. And right before his eyes, the alien spaceship made a strange noise. And the end. You know, I don't know about you, but it feels as if something's missing, don't you think? It's important to know what happens next. You know, today we have the joy and the celebration of Easter where Jesus suffered, died, and 3 days later rose from the tomb. It's what we know as the resurrection. And because Jesus rose from the tomb, he defeated the power of sin, of death, and the grave, giving us a hope that nothing can take away. But this good news, also known as the gospel, isn't meant to stay here in our hearts. It's meant to be shared and to impact our lives and our thoughts and our actions, our interactions, as well as our conversations, and be a blessing to others. So let's continue to share this story. So here's the question. What's our response? Finish this one for me. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. And be sure to stay tuned next week to find out what happens to Beatrice and the princess. Dun 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 dun. Happy Easter. That's good.